Hey guys, first regardsman here, and so I'll be talking about a Pyrecannon heavy build for Space Marine 2 patch 10.3. Now the Pyrecannon is one of the best boss killers in the entire game. The burn damage of this thing, just like the Pyre Blaster, is positively top tier. It's kind of absurd how quickly you can actually kill things like a Neurothrope or Carnifex if you get like a full burn on them. And today I will be taking the venting speed version because firing this thing for longer is just better. Now, as far as I'm aware, the Pyrecannon does apply more burn stacks than the Pyre Blaster does, like per tick, but still the Pyre Blaster is like a better range than this one does. But that being said, Pyrecannon is still top tier for sure and super fun to use. Now for the perk tree here, I do build down the improved fast venting tree first. Weapons cool 20% faster, moving here into the perk Eternal Flame. Burning time increases by 25%. Burn damage is by far the most important part of this weapon. It's not even close compared to like direct damage. Pretty much always pick up the burn perks if you can. We'll talk about why we didn't pick up the one over here, Pure Flame, later. But for now, I would just move down this tree because burning damage and burning time is just the peak of this weapon. Next perk here is increased capacity for more ammo reserves, and the next perk is Flame of Ascension. Burning 5 enemies restores 1 armor segment. Cooldown is 30 seconds. Now, just like Trick Shot on the Multi-Melta here, getting armor back off of your main weapon is super useful in Space Marine 2. This allows you to keep firing without worrying about your HP dropping, so great stuff here. And this one is better because all you have to do is burn 5 enemies, and that happens pretty much just for shooting your gun at anybody. Triggers all the time off cooldown, so great perk for sure. Next perk here is Potent Flame for more burning damage for all the reasons previously mentioned. Then I move down here into the perk Divine Might for a 10% damage increase. Then I go into the perk Heavy Immunity. While on your heavy stance, you do not lose control from heavy hits. And now getting staggered in Space Marine 2 is like the #1 way to die, and being able to keep firing while being slapped by light attacks from Sword Warriors and stuff like that will simply save your life at times. And the heavy class is a class that has basically no knockback on its own, so perks like this are very important, which is why I skipped over the perk up here, Resilient Flame, and the perk over here, Pure Flame, because this one is just too damn strong. Now, I'll make a build around these two at some point because there's a way to actually get no knockback outside of these, but for now, that's what we take. Final perk here is Flash Burn. As enemies at a distance of less than 10 meters take 20% more damage. This one is not terrible. The direct damage of this weapon is not like horrific by any means. It's just not even comparable to the burn damage. But that's pretty much all there is for the weapon perk tree. Now, for the secondary weapon, we do take the Rate of Fire Plasma Pistol once again. This weapon really helps fill out this build because our CHP regen isn't super amazing on a Pyrecannon, but the Rate of Fire Plasma Pistol, of course, has an amazing CHP recovery, amazing stagger, and amazing damage, and of course the ammo economy is not super great. That's like the only downside, and our primary here doesn't have a terrible ammo economy, so it kind of makes up for that as well. So pretty decent combo here. And for the perk tree, we just build all ammo perks, and of course Divine Might for that extra 10% damage. It's pretty much the same on every build. Now if you want to use something else, you definitely could. I just prefer this one. Now for the perk tree, I do pick up Restoration first, killing 7 enemies in rapid succession restores an armor segment. Cooldown is 15 seconds. This really helps a lot by like cycling into your Flame of Ascension here, because you basically get 2 armor off like a Minotaur Swarm. Pretty good combo here, just like fill out your armor banks, which is quite useful in Space Marine 2 anyways, because any amount of armor remaining in Space Marine 2 will take all incoming melee hit damage to 0, even from bosses, so really powerful when drip fed. Next perk here is Fortitude. Health increases by 30%. Having a 30% health increase in Space Marine 2 is incredible. With this perk combined with Conviction down here, you're like baseline as tanky as a Bulwark, and Bulwark is insanely tanky, so it's a pretty good place to be, and being tanky in Space Marine 2 just allows you to survive stun locks, and surviving stun locks is once again like the most important thing in Space Marine 2 at times, because stun locks are what kill like 99% of players. Now, next perk here is Versatility. After switching weapons, your secondary weapon deals 20% more damage. The effect lasts until reloading or switching back to your primary weapon. The reason I take this and not overwhelming power here is because we don't really benefit a ton off the 10% more range damage with our Pyrecannon. The direct damage of this weapon is not very good, and most of its damage comes from the burn. I believe the burn is completely separate from this perk here, or like the base range damage effects, so I do skip this one over. If you want to take this one for like your teammates, you can definitely do that, but I decided to take this one today. Next perk here is Encompassing Aegis. All squad members take 25% less damage from range attacks. 25% less damage from range attacks is incredible in this game. It really helps you get even more tanky on top of things like Fortitude and Conviction, and also grants range damage reduction to classes that don't have any, like Tactical, so even better than it sounds. Next perk here is Consecutive Execution, killing 7 enemies in rapid succession restores equipment charge. Cooldown is 90 seconds. 90-second crack grenades, frag grenades, shock grenades, and of course melt-a-bombs are simply incredible in Space Marine 2. Having melt-a-bombs on a 90-second cooldown just blow up an entire horde during a boss fight is simply going to save your life at times, so incredible perk. Now the perk up here, Adamant Will, after Iron Halo deactivates you take 20% health damage, or excuse me, 20% less health damage for 10 seconds. This is also very strong. I just prefer this one, though I will say if you're playing like a secure stockpile tactical, you definitely pick this one up if you're like a coordinated team. Next perk here is Power Regulator. Iron Halo loses energy 20% more slowly. To be honest, every single perk in this row, or excuse me, column, is quite good. So if you want to pick up things like Field Adjustment or even Obdurate Bastion, you definitely can. Though there are upsides and downsides, I decided to take this one today. Next perk here is Brute Force. When Iron Halo's in cooldown, range damage increases by 15%. This is just a free range damage buff. This also affects your secondary, just like Overwhelming Power would. So if you really want to take the extra range damage buff here, it's pretty good for the secondary and the rate of fire, because rate of fire plasma pistol with a 35% damage increase is quite strong, and also perks like Saving Grace are ass, and the perk here, Wrath of the Imperium, does do a lot of damage. It just doesn't come up that often, so just for this one. Next perk here is Offensive Capability. When active, Iron Halo deals damage over time to all enemies within 5 meters. This perk tends to overperform. You get a lot of free damage off of this. It'll wipe out things like Cultists, Spore Mines, and Bramble, and on top of that, it'll help you pick up Executes you would otherwise be unable to, because sometimes Electro will be like 5 HP, pick up that extra execute for you and save your life and get you your ammo back. So great perk for sure. The perk here, Coolant Reserve, absolutely sucks, and the perk down here, Conversion Field, is very good, just takes a bit of coordination. I just prefer this one, especially for solo, obviously. Now, for the Prestige perk tree, I do take Reverberating Impact first. Stomp area effect radius increases by 50%. Having a better Stomp area of effect is just the overall best perk in this row here, in my opinion, because things like Exponential Force aren't super good, and Duelist down here is not terrible. It just doesn't really help the startup of the Balanced Parry window, which is like the most important thing about the Balanced Parry window anyways. So I would really take this over things like Reverberating Impact, simply wiping out Cultists, Bramble, and Spore Mines, because like 99% of the time, the Stomp in this game is used for wiping out Minors and stuff like that. It just makes that better. Next perk here is Auxiliary Reload. Melee kills of extremis level or higher enemies restore primary weapons ammo by 1 magazine. This really helps the ammo economy, especially on the Pyrecannon, because really tense boss fight moments. Next perk here is Conviction. When your armor is fully depleted, 25% less health damage for 10 seconds. 25% health damage reduction for 10 seconds is just incredible on Armor Break. You're going to be getting this over and over because, of course, we have so much strip-fed armor with things like Restoration and Flame of Ascension. Now, the final perk I take is Indomitable Spirit. While performing a gun strike, you do not lose control upon taking heavy hits, and you cannot be knocked back. Having no knockback on your gun strikes will save your life on the heavy class. That's probably one of the most important perks in this whole tree besides Conviction and the ammo economy of Auxiliary Reload. If I had to take two, it would just be these two because it simply save your life. And Indomitable Spirit is a top tier perk, really wherever you can find it if you don't have things like Adrenaline Rush. So a really powerful option. I pretty much always pick this one up, and that's pretty much all there is for the Prestige perk tree and the normal perk tree. And to be honest, that's pretty much all there is to this build, because the Pyrecannon is a pretty straightforward build in general. Super strong weapon, maybe not the best for CHP recovery, but the boss damage really makes up for that. You know, you could use this in Siege mode if you want, but like the higher waves of Siege do kind of struggle with like low CHP recovery weapons, but having this massive AoE, especially in hard stratagems and the absolute operations, helps a ton, and hopefully this build guide helped you. And if you like content like this, subscribe for more, and as always, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Bye.
On your favor, one line. Linked a time Tyranny fell. Fragmentation grenade, now! I am Halo, ready. Enhanced tactics ready. Hunter destroyed. Payload protocol in progress. Frag grenade deployed. Long-range Tyranny reported dead. Specialized bioform neutralized. Tactic ready. Xenos countermeasures successful. Iron Halo ready. Ammunition restocked. All Tyranny combat enhanced tactic ready. Arrived at access. We should have the advantage inside the Imperial encampment.
I gotta say, Pyrecannon's actually pretty good. It may not be the Pyro Blaster, but it's not too bad.
Captain.
Definitely still an S tier weapon, because the boss name is nuts on this thing. That burn.
To acquire the Astra Militarum demolition codes required to deploy and arm their ordnance. Source one from any soldier you see, alive or otherwise.
The target has secured reinforcements. Burn. Major Tyranny threat. Stop target from calling up fresh reserves. That's grenade out. Spot enemy reinforcement. No additional threats. If I am the first to find these codes, you should expect a reprimand. Bioform confirmed. Stopping full parade. Now. Confirmation. Fine. New orders. Purge alien bioforms. Deploying crack grenade. Xenos displaying evasive behavior. Tyranny eradicated. Arc officer found. No codes. Elite level Xenos. Pacify. If I am
this is a
the
little
first to
rough.
find these codes, you should expect a reprimand. Enhanced tactic ready. High priority. If I am the first to find these codes, you should expect a reprimand. Iron Halo ready. Slow and our search was successful, Captain.
Proceed to the Prometheum refinery and complete the demolition preparations.
All right, there we go. I'll check the relic spot though, in case. Nope. Okay.
New path ahead. Obstruction removed. Nothing will escape this crew once it catches fire. Iron Halo online. Conversion field of operation. Elite level Xenos pacified. Iron Halo ready. Intercepting projectiles. Utilize call for enemy backup. The target has secured reinforcements. Kill confirmed. Major Tyranid threat. Zone for class Tyranid. Use caution. Cut off its call parade. Now. Intelligence approaching. Engage weapons. Specialized order neutralized. Enhanced tactic ready. Utilizing crackers.
Oh, that's tragic. We missed it.
Xenos countermeasures successful. administered.
Honestly, missing that crack has cost me much here.
Iron Halo ready. Obtaining armaments. Zone through. Purged. Kill confirmed. Major tyranny threat.
Talassa, the Cadians are running out of time. How close are you to the Promethean facility?
On location, Lieutenant.
We're making good time. We're going to eat.
Ready for next encounter. Enhanced tactic ready. This facility was not built with defense in mind.
Use the codes to prime the bomb and finish its deployment into the crude Promethean well. Cautiously. If you know what is good for you.
Partner charge has been up.
Rights of activation have been observed. Generators have machine code's name. Brain sequencing initialized. Delivering payload.
Prepare for hostiles at Generator 2.
We got aim. 1 out of 4 ain't bad, I guess, depending on you ask.
Potential original sabotage of Generator 2. Secure immediately.
Alright. Do this. Do this.
Iron Halo ready. Xenos eradication complete. High priority 2.
X-axis aligned by the Omnissiah's will.
2 axes remain. Suppress the enemy danger generator 1.
Biological incursion at Generator 1. Do not foul the machine ghost lizard mechanisms with organic parts.
That dude.
Iron Halo, 1 line.
Pyrecannon's really good for this. The last one, though. You know, that was a relic.
Relic possesses restorative properties. Injecting stim.
Attention.
The worst possible time to spend all my ammo. Mistake.
Perform the necessary cleansing to resume operation.
Enhanced tactic ready. Refilling magazines. Crane requires intervention from us. Deployment resumed.
Drive train pursued. Begin the course of locomotion edits.
Swarm approaching. Keep firing lanes to generator 3 clear.
Y-axis of generator
Only
3
descend
is
into the
discharging
If Burrow's the best map, what's up, Ravine? It
Eliminate
is.
these unholy fluctuations.
Eliminate target before it summons reinforcements.
Throw that or Vortex.
Target eliminated. No reinforcements detected. Elite level Xenos. Pacified. Iron Halo, online. Obtaining armaments.
There's a certain amount of no mind going into this map. Yeah, this map is pretty good for chilling. The objectives aren't too bad. Depends on the weapon you have, but not too bad. Burden.
Ready to intercept the Tyranid advance, Captain.
There is an observation platform overlooking the Promethean fields. It will be a good vantage for your ambush.
Ammunition restocked. Throwing front grenade. Nullify the button before it rattles more enemies. High priority Tyranid eliminated. Iron Halo ready. We are committed to this course. Execute Iron Halo tactics. Destroy spore mines. Stop target from calling up fresh reserves. Additional enemies incoming. Specialized bioform neutralizes. Advanced tactic ready.
Ow. Let's go purge the Biovore. That's just pretty easy for us to do here.
Kill confirmed. Major Tyranid threat.
What the Pyrecannon is good for.
Iron Halo ready. Our counterattack was successful.
Proven why not. Pay for the Prime sub.
Iron Halo online. Iron Halo protocol in progress.
Alright, let's go and purge these guys. It is nice to just wipe my Norris hordes casually on this.
Priority Tyranid eliminated. Iron Halo.
We have arrived at Nozik's facility. Run distraction efforts as long as you can.
Your plan is sound, brother.
Assemble.
The swarm will be broken.
I will hold you to that.
Engaging elite countermeasures. Elite level Xenos. Pacified. Utilizing crack explosives.
This position is defensible.
Contact ready.
That was almost bad. That was a sword warrior moment.
Specialized bioform neutralized.
Okay. Almost done. Probably gonna get a boss spawn at the very end. But we're pretty loaded. We have a relic, stim, full ammo, crack grenade.
Ready for next encounter.
No problem. No, thanks very much. Thank you very much, Proven. We appreciate it.
Iron Halo online.
Let's go over here. And finish this up. We melt a bomb there too, that's nice.
The enemy comes, Captain. But we are prepared.
Dig in. We need that bomb triggered for optimal yield. Orbital scan estimates the bulk of the swarm will not be in position for a while yet. Keep your heads and get it done.
The swarm is upon us. Clear the perimeter. My firing position is no longer secure.
Damn.
The bulk of the swarm is continuing along the predicted path. Continue holding.
Anti-Xenos warfare stratagem. Enemies detected in the refinery. Iron Halo ready.
Halfway there, brothers. Keep it up.
High priority tyranny eliminated. Refilling magazines. Eurozone contact. Employ distraction tactics. Iron Halo online. Elite level Xenos. Pacify. Specialized bioform neutralized. Half new enemies have entered my firing range. Deploying crack grenade. Administering aid. Do not let the Tyrians into close combat range. Enemies closing in.
The swarm has almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark.
Xenos counter. Successful. Iron Halo ready. Engaging elite countermeasures. Elite level Xenos. Pacify.
You are clear to detonate. Cook those rotten bastards.
We end this now. Iron Halo online.
Talassa, what in damn...
Straven here. Our ambush was highly effective.
Tinted bioscience down 90% and full. Swarm annihilation confirmed. Excellent work. Move to extract. Extraction complete.
And that is the Pyrecannon Heavy. Pretty damn good at clearing my Norris. Serious boss damage. Like, anything that can kill bosses that easily. Easy S. Not so much it does. Unfortunately, we can't see the burn damage on the screen, but what are you gonna do?